As usual, Joey Logano ruins everything he touches.
Rise, rise, pick up your weapon and face it. Rise, keep attacking, David, I'm not gonna take it. Head on, you keep chasing. Rise, rise.
Ace Delta 12, a racing and gaming joint forces for your entertainment. Pole sitter William Byron led early but hit the wall. He was able to save his car but fell back to 4th and basically hung out there for a little while. And by a little while, I mean barely any time at all, because Tyler Reddick spun out Kyle Larson on lap 5, bringing out the caution. Then Byron was forced all the way to the back due to speeding on pit road. Harrison Burton nearly repeated Byron's near spin, but was able to save the car and keep going with no caution being thrown. Byron hit the wall again. Once again, no caution was thrown as he went down pit road, and Denny Hamlin was able to pull through at the end to win stage 1. Early on in stage 2, Austin Cindric slammed into the wall and had a tire come apart, which was dangerous enough to warrant him being held on pit road for 2 laps. Kyle Larson, after getting spun by Tyler Reddick early, made it to the top 3 before Eric Almirola spun. Then Ty Gibbs ran into trouble on pit road. He didn't get a penalty, he just had a slow stop. But apparently he had a chip on his shoulder about it, or something went on, because next thing we know, he's spinning Josh Berry, who continues to sub for Alex Bowman. Later on, we had our first Toyota with a major incident as Christopher Bell hit the wall, bringing out the caution. On the restart, Kyle Busch got spun, bringing out another caution. And as the cars came back to the start-finish line, the Stage 2 winner was... Joey Logano?
How? How? I don't know.
It was mentioned that Logano was one of the few cars that stayed out on that pit cycle, but how is he the stage winner? I could have sworn Michael McDowell got by, but then again, this is far from the first time NASCAR's handed something to Logano that he didn't earn. After stage 3 began, Logano was no longer a factor in the race. So even when he does absolutely nothing, he's still somehow deserving of a stage win. As Chase Elliott reached the top 5, the poison inflicted by Joey Logano began to really sink in as the race somehow descended into chaos and boredom simultaneously. Ty Gibbs spins. Caution. Chase Elliott managed to reach the lead briefly when Harrison Burton spun. Caution. Noah Gragson crashed for the 6th time. Caution. I'll get to him later in the video because there's something in particular I want to say about him that will kill the flow of my video if I said it here. Daniel Suarez, uncontrolled tire. Eric Jones spins. Caution. William Byron was able to reach the top 3 before the restart, but for the final 15 to 20 laps, the top 10 didn't change at all. The only real change that happened was Hamlin managing to get around Kyle Larson on the final lap to win the race. Despite a Toyota winning the race, the manufacturer as a whole was only really dominant in the first half of the race. Ever since Christopher Bell crashed, the Toyotas kind of fell apart. And as I said before, pretty much the entirety of Stage 3 was either absolute chaos or snooze fest. And the last couple dozen laps were actually pretty boring. Usually I'm hoping for a consistently good battle right down to the finish line. Take the Ambrose Keselowski battle from 2012, or the Hemrick-Cindric Championship battle from 2021. Both of those are good examples of what I'm talking about, the latter of which cemented history. Anyways, I think we all know why Stage 3 was so much worse than Stage 1 and 2. It's Logano. It's always Logano. Anyways, I mentioned talking about Noah Gragson, so now I'm going to do that. After the race, he got into a fight with Ross Chastain over how he raced him on the track. That's how he raced it. Deal with it. Gragson grabbed Chastain, Chastain punched him in the jaw, and then they were separated by NASCAR officials. Anyways, let's get to the actual reason why I wanted to dedicate a segment to Noah Gragson. To look at their stats side by side, Gragson only has one finish in the top 15, that being 12th at Atlanta. Meanwhile, Ty Gibbs has 5 top 15 finishes, 4 of which are a string of 4 consecutive top 10s, finishing 9th at Atlanta, Coda, and Richmond before breaking that streak with a 10th place finish at Bristol. Gregson? Well, again, his best finish is 12th, so he doesn't have a single top 10 yet. Gregson also has 3 DNFs to Gibbs' 2, and one of Gibbs' DNFs happened in this race. Overall, when comparing how they've run so far, Gregson has an average finish of 27.6, while Gibbs has an average of 18.6. 9 full positions higher. If you ask me, I think Noah Gragson should have waited until at least 2024, maybe 2025. The results he's produced so far this season are not up to spec compared to the 54. Anyways, that went extremely long, but now we're at the end of the video. That's going to do it for this review of the AdventHealth 400 at Kansas Speedway. If you guys like this video, then make sure to leave a like on it. And if you want to see more of this, then make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications so you won't miss an upload. Take care, y'all. Ace Delta 12 out.